Hello on YouTube, Twitch. Welcome to another episode of my Plague Inc. Let's Play series. This is Northstar. I hope you're well. We're taking care of each other and being kind to yourselves. So it's to my channel. Welcome, returning viewers. Welcome back. Oh goodness, I got caught already. So I'm doing a fungus run here. I had to restart because I got detected too soon before. And an awareness day already. Oh, this is bad. Try and spread human countries. I'm lucky this will work out, but Slash gives up after victim just keeps running around the table. It's another shot. Check like the biosafety level was high or something. That might have been part of what was going on here. This doesn't do me much good. Outbreak's back on. Outbreak take advantage of this because I think get caught very soon. The risk. Yeah. The Olympics affect the US. Cool. Birds want to spread over the borders from Russia, the neighboring countries. Can't contain a fungus. You can, but be hard. And heat resistance as I start to reach hot countries. I already reached Iran. Very high levels of bird migration expected. I think birds too. Be sure to take advantage of it. Extreme bird migration effect. Spread. Alright. Suddenly mutated. Grab birds 1 to spread in China faster. She starts working cure. Alright, let's lose the coughing. Activity. Mutate might get the walking dead combo. Watch lists, but not they're very dangerous. Alright, time to go nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, dysentery. Cause all sorts of problems in the third world. Too late to contain me now. Grab Carney though. Progress this game is not too fast. too many of the spore burst which islands. Edema. Insanity. Fibrosis. That's total organ failure. Not quite yet. Start causing pathology now. Little organ failure and seizures. So cure progress. Oops. Combo.
337 for Bravo Box Papa.
Paranoia. Secure progress. Alright, spore burst. 1. Spore burst also. Activity a little, so it's better to grab him sooner. The board is shut down. Boom. Boom. And this comes with a more substantial boost of activity. Just every country in the world, so I am good. Grab. Coma. Secure parts. So we're people left in the world and victory very soon. Score. Ball. Big combo. Nice. This is good. There's nausea. Or hemophilia, really. Oh, severity does make it a little harder here, so I'll leave it. Mutation patterns, quote, extraordinary. It's back here, progress. You devolved stuff, sometimes you can get that. Pax 12, the strike mini. Victory. And did it very well in time, too. Regents bonus. Regents award. Mutation chances. It's not good for all play types. Reduce severity. Not always a great thing. Sea transmission. Increased ship-based transmission. Almost always good. Boom. So that's a little present icon on it. Action ward. Anyways, it's a Parasite with BSL 9 and home advantage. And there's always 17 minutes. Do it. Interesting. Don't want starting with Elias gives. Need to fly under the radar. So start in Zimbabwe. Cure complexity, but easier to vet the wealthy. Plane transmission, activity growth. Some problems with rural areas, but whatever. Hmm. Spread by both air and sea, so retain the boost to spread by sea, but zero set to actually spread in arid countries. Reduced oil transmission. A lot of those in Africa. I'll scrap livestock to offset that immediately. Oof, that's DNA very quick. Orange DNA bubble bonus ×2. Cool. This, cause it's going to get more expensive. Birds. 1, 2. It's for sure. Wait. Report just reached South Africa, from which I can spread by land and sea. And rodents, because it's boosted. Alright. Tinted already. That's no good. Restart. Such a high BSL would be punishing. Boom. Step 2. Birds. 1, but I have to grab symbiosis fast. I'll get detected. No time. Mass panic over 3D printed something. This mutated, no thanks. What's DNA though? All day, I'll probably get this. Boom, but I will want symbiosis 3, so when I get ramifications, I'm going to instantly detected. Severity. Ship sterilizing techniques. Oh darn. Alright, that'll affect ships again. Alright, reached Libya, which is a perfect country. Birds. And develop insomnia. Boom. Symbiosis 3. It's buffer. Negative severity. Ships affected countries that I'm in. Alright. resistance. So shit, hardening, which I definitely need BSL 9 before you can get into real things. Mutated. The refund from devolving. Alright, but to every country. But quickly. Do. All these. Evolve more transmissions just for mutations. That much DNA, I don't think. Sure, I'm spreading sore after losing his transmissions. Who cares? Just make these the more people you infect. So you have DNA points before I grab symptoms. I'll infect everyone eventually. Rash mutated. Evolved. Huge earthquake in Korea. 2,700 dead. Wow. Evolved nausea. The place is spreading real slow for Iceland, Greenland. Because that cold resistance for everyone. Time them. Finish infecting them. Anemia mutated. I can leave it be. And maybe try and grab insomnia. Get walking in combo before being detected. So your progress. It does increase understanding of tumors. Insomnia muted for free. Yay. Let's wait for walking dead combo. So people are gray with exhaustion because insomnia and anemia. Can't function. Can't get scientific work done. Scientific work is demanding, let me tell you that. I was a biologist before I finished my first graduate degree and did some odd jobs, tried to get to where I could work. Simulated move to where I could work either in biotech or in EMS, and ultimately I was trying to become a physician. Ultimately I did get to where I could work in EMS, worked as an EMT, went back to grad school, special masters, got straight A's, was definitely going to make it to med school, which is my goal, and got sick with long COVID. But yeah, when I was doing research, it can be brutally tiring sometimes. Long hours staring at microscopes. If you're suffering insomnia and anemia, I can't imagine it'd be easy. do research. I've often suffered insomnia, but thankfully not anemia. Just don't know if I did all by some. Alright. And more DNA, I think. Huh. Actually save outbreaks and get them even after the end. So K votes for Brexit. I can take advantage of that. Paranoia time. Seizures. Insanity. Script dysentery. Diarrhea. And in diarrhea. Well, coughing obviously I had to know. Immune suppression. Organ failure. Stomach infection. Pathology. Oh yeah, paralysis. Hard to cure. Whole bunch of symptoms now. DNA points, and now I'm starting to get points from pathology. No healthy people left. Boom. Reshuffle. Another reshuffle. Let's add a little bit of score variance and cure progress. And devolve all that stuff. I think I got this combo this time. Oh well. Reshuffle. High score. I don't know if you get extra score from BSL. Nope, you don't. That's. I was hoping it would, but. Alright. Increased lethality from total organ failure. Or decreased cost of rodent 1. All the extra lethality is definitely nice. Yeah, I'll just take that. It's a common trait to rely on. I should get the lethality. It's not the only way. You need to cause mass lethality, go the eternal hemorrhaging route, the necrosis route, or the total organ failure route. Those are the main ways to quickly kill. Alright. Well, here's. Hope you enjoyed this. You hang out with me for a sec. Let's see. Let's look at the world map. Keep wanting to talk about it. Just having this whole thing with roommates. I don't know, contact in Colombia. Was going on with a little more trying to understand what this person's perspective is. But I think it is apparently the left-wing guerrillas that have been fighting an insurgency Colombia for a long time, just trying to win. And so this person was like, "Oh, you're still looking U.S. under capitalism." Like, Colombia is capitalism too. Oh no, we have socialism. The darn communists are ruling, which is insanity. That's absolutely a lie, or rather, fake news. Probably this person bought into this nonsense. They have a left-wing, a social democratic, like think Bernie Sanders. President was elected in 2022, 4 years ago. But Colombia has had for the last 70 years, pretty much, since the 50s, it's had nothing but right-wing governments supported by the CIA until 2022. So all their long-term problems are caused by the right-wing governments. Can't blame it on the left, because the left only just took power in the last 4 years. And most social problems are getting better in Colombia. Though the right would try and deny it. What has been a problem is the left-wing government has defunded the military some, and the left-wing guerrillas, like communist guerrillas, are gaining ground and may win the civil war they've been fighting since like 1954 in the country, 1958, something like that. And they sometimes collaborate with the cartels as a source of funding, even though they don't like them. The FARC and the ELN or something. There's like these two communist guerrilla movements. Now, these movements, I am a socialist, but even if they somehow manage to win their civil war and take power in the country after such a ridiculously long time, the U.S. would just invade them. Just like we're trying to do regime change in Cuba. I'm not exactly going to line up to be like, oh, it's so great or whatever. No, capitalism is terrible and will lead to extinction of mankind at the rate it's going. Not due to pandemic like in this game, though it does lead to cost cutting and pandemic preparedness, something I studied when I was in grad school first time. And Professor was constantly like showing us ways that we were underfunding preparedness. Basically, the government didn't want to spend the money because, we want to keep taxes low on the rich so they can grow their wealth faster under capitalism. Because money makes money when you can own stocks and bonds and make money without having to do any work that way. Billionaires can just reinvest their money in the stock market and get richer and richer. But no pandemic's likely to wipe out humanity, although it could wipe out billions of people in a worst case scenario. Really bad thing if like Ebola went airborne. I think that kind of thing. But that was actually a scenario we looked at. If Ebola could increase its R value, basic replication number, if it could infect more people for each person gets infected and spread faster, like what would that look like? But this person was just arrogant and was clearly a far right, like a fascist, which Colombia's had fascist death squads murdering leftists for generations now, until recently the 2022 thing, and I think that happened partly after the U.S. finally stopped funding the far right death squads in Colombia. And at some point in the 2010s, reallocated resources elsewhere, and that led to finally a social democratic government winning elections in Colombia. Just like, oh, they're all terrorists, the people. We're not talking about the militias fighting insurgency. We're talking about the elected government that is social democratic, like Bernie Sanders. They are not terrorists. It's clear this person was listening to far right media. Oh, you're so stupid. That it's just upset the heck out of me. But I was half a mind to provoke this person by bringing up something I've been reading about today, Israel and the Dahaya doctrine, and I bet this person was also pro-Israel, as fascist sorts usually are. The doctrine of massive overuse of force, over retaliation for anything that happens, and targeting of civilian infrastructure. It's a doctrine of ethnic cleansing, genocide, really. That's the Israeli military's official doctrine. I mean, but the fact that it's their official doctrine is not a secret, not a conspiracy theory. It's out there in the public. People will try and sugarcoat it, but it really is a doctrine that says that they should murder tons of civilians whenever, you know, they lose a few. It's some attack. It's a doctrine of over-retaliation. But anyways, I do not like this person because he's taking advantage of my roommate. In fact, my roommate, literally the previous night, had talked to me about how he felt this person was manipulating him and just trying to get money out of him. And he's, I guess, dated this person. We lived in Colombia briefly, and they went off and went off and cheated on him, basically. And he knows about it, but this person doesn't know he knows. It's like, I would very much like him to cut this person out of his life. This is a toxic human being. And this conversation only confirmed my suspicions. It's one thing to hear about someone else saying that someone's toxic. I play devil's advocate. I'm like, I didn't necessarily want to believe it, but when I heard this person, but then he was like, take this person's side. It's like, no, they're not listening. They're calling me stupid. I'm listening to everything they're saying, and I'm telling them that they're wrong. That's not listening. Listening to someone doesn't mean you tell them they're right. Like, you listen to someone and they say something that's unhinged, like the elected government of their country is terrorists just because they don't like that they're left wing. I'm not gonna telling them that they're wrong and that they've been listening to fake news is not listening to them. It's God. The problem is the roommate's very Christian, and a lot of times Christian gets wrapped up in this right-wing stuff. I'm trying to ease him away from that. Jesus was alive today, he would be a socialist, or at least a social democrat. He absolutely is not a right-wing person. You can see what he taught. Or read the New Testament, read the red lines. What Jesus actually said. He constantly preached against the rich and in favor of taking care of the poor and not taking advantage of them. Anyways, enough of that. But look at the map made me think that the map of the world. And Colombia in this game, Venezuela is miraculously merged into Colombia. I mean, Alaska's merged into Canada. But that one doesn't make sense because Colombia and Venezuela are very different countries. And the area on their border there's not a lot of cross-border traffic, so it really is a real border that could be closed. Anyways, it's porous, but at least it would matter for the spread of pandemics. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Enough. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves, and may you always find a guiding star leading home. Until next time, it's Northstar. Adieu. And best luck to you all.